sleep past 9.
Unapologetic Podcast is live on all social media podcast platforms. Thank you for joining us tonight for the latest in entertainment and current events with the actual and factual Kim Smith in the building. How are you tonight?
Blessed, black, and highly favored. How about yourself?
I can't complain.
Mm-hmm.
Last time we were here, we were talking about Meg and Clay, and we're glad that is over and retired. And we want to thank the ladies for joining last week on Black Women Are the Answer, the rebuttal to Black Women Are the Problem. Great job, ladies. Kim, how was that experience for you?
It was great. I mean, the thing is I'm always called out for being a single woman. I'm always called out for being, a single woman without children. So I was so happy that we were able to get not one, but two married women on the panel to kind of express their feelings and views on the conversation, along with a senior millennial and a junior millennial with Brittany. So I really do think that we kind of covered all bases, and genuinely, I thought it was an amazing conversation. The feedback has been great. Again, I cannot wait to get both sides in the room to have a round table conversation, not an argument, but a round table conversation about these things, because I'm finally really happy to see that people are seeing this divide. Like, for years, y'all have been telling me that I'm making this up. Like, oh, Black men don't hate Black women, and there's no rift, and there's no nothing. But now every single story that I click on is saying that there is a divide between Black men and Black women. And I'm very happy that we are continuing the conversation. And I'm very happy that later on in the show, we actually have another topic about this. So yeah, great show. Can't wait to run it back, and available now on all podcast platforms. So please go watch and listen.
Absolutely. This past weekend, I was in the Northeast. I was in Boston.
Oh,
I forgot all about the Met Gala was on Monday. Had I got an invite, but had I remembered, I would have made sure I was in New York for the setup and the action, and that would have been pretty cool. I kind of punched myself for not thinking about that the right way since I was over there. It was a fun time with the family. I went there for graduation.
Okay.
I got a chance to knock off two states, Massachusetts and New Hampshire, while I was there. Went to Fenway Park, traditional, historic, the oldest ballpark in the majors.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, other than that,
do I need to add it to my list is my question.
No.
Oh, got it. Yikes. Okay.
No.
To the list. Got
it. Just go right on down to Carbondale and just like Boston, if you know what I mean.
Yikes. Oh, never mind. I do. I know exactly what you mean. Every day.
Beyonce was the co-chair, and I think who were the other ones? There was a couple of other ones.
Yeah, so Beyonce, first photo up, of course, was a co-chair. Nicole Kidman was a co-chair, and Jeff Bezos' wife Jeff Bezos and his wife were other co-chairs, which was the drama around the Met Gala this year. So there was.
I'm glad you started there. You started there.
Absolutely. So there was a lot of drama with the Met Gala, with Jeff Bezos and his wife being a part of this board this year because of all of the things that Amazon has been doing to their workers. Also, what Jeff Bezos has donated to the Trump campaign and things, and him working with Donald Trump. There were a lot of A-list actors and actresses, artists, all of the above that just decided not to go. I guarantee this was a hard decision because I'm pretty sure Beyonce was already a part of the board before they added Jeff Bezos and his wife. So I just want to be clear about that because people were trying to connect it, like, why would she do this and things like that. But it seems like her and Nicole Kidman were kind of first on this board. And then word is that Jeff Bezos and his wife paid to get on the board. I mean, they have the money for it, so it is what it is. So Beyonce, being the talent and the businesswoman that she is, I guess, of course, as we see, decided to, stay on the board. And yeah, that's how we got to the Met on Monday. Costume was the theme of the Met. Costume art was the theme of the Met this year. And Beyonce, Blue, and Jay all showed up on the carpet together. It was absolutely beautiful. The funniest part of them being on the carpet was everybody trying to get Blue to take off her sunglasses. And her having a strict plan in her head of when she was going to take off her sunglasses. The best part I watched it live on YouTube. And Jay like leans over and goes, and she literally looks at him and was like, and people then stop asking her. So great look, custom art. As we see, it's a skeleton all the way from her head to her toes, even on her hands. I thought Beyonce looked great. It was so nice. She got up to talk to Lala, and the first thing that she mentioned was that she was excited to be back in 10 years because she got to share it with Blue. So what do you think about Beyonce's look?
I do not like it. Don't like it at all.
No.
I'm not a fan of that nude cheer thing that the people are using now, especially for Black women. You know, the skin is already, pretty much perfect. Color wise, that brown skin. Just go all out, and wear it without that part. But it was just a little bit too much going on, Statue of Liberty-esque. Wasn't a fan of this look. But I mean, definitely a fan of Beyonce, and glad to see her on the red carpet with the family and actually doing an interview.
I know. When she stopped to talk to Lala, I was like, excuse me, how did they make her do this?
Yeah.
I don't want to say it was awkward, but it just kind of felt not her. You know what I mean? It really did. Next person that I was excited to see, the queen of being late to the Met. You know what I mean? She's going to do what she want to do when she wants to do it on her own time. The rumor is that Rihanna is the only person that is allowed to show up late to the gala. What do you think about? I loved her and A$AP Rocky on the carpet together. Please get out of these people's business. It does not matter if they were arguing after the Met. Like, that has nothing to do with any of us. Like, God lead for you to have a camera that focused in on them, for you to read her facial expressions. Like, this is what the world is coming to. Like, ridiculous. But love Rihanna's look. Her and A$AP didn't match this year. Loved his pink coat. Loved their little like take off and spin move that they did at the top of the stairs. Like, very interactive. Love the fact that like Rihanna really does seem like a down to earth individual. She stopped and spoke like life into this random reporter. Loved that part about it. Like, Rihanna really does seem like your girl's girl, like just your roundaway girl that just so happened to become a billionaire.
Not a fan of the look. Not a fan of the look. Definitely not a fan of A$AP Rocky's look.
Okay.
But I am a fan of Rihanna. And I was somewhere, and they were saying that. I was my cousin. He was like, "Yeah, Rihanna pays for every child's lunch, school lunch in Barbados." And he didn't know that. He was like, "I don't know why she chose Barbados." And I told him that. I'm like, "That's where she's from." So shout out to Rihanna, as you mentioned, billionaire Rihanna,
Yes.
and giving back. Rihanna's always seemed to be a pretty down to earth person. I did see that clip of her giving life into that reporter, and I
Mm-hmm.
couldn't help but notice her voice, how deep her voice has gotten, and that's usually due to yeah, but it's deeper. It's
Oh,
usually due to pregnancies, and I think that Beyonce suffers from the same thing with losing octave. So,
mm.
but yeah, shout out to Rihanna. Don't like the look, but who the hell am I? I'm not a fashion person nor an art person.
Next up, SZA. She said her look was about femininity, her feminine divine. Her and the designer worked together on this look. They use like reassess pieces from Etsy or something like that to build the look. The flowers on the top were real. So yeah, shout out to SZA. Love me. I love Black women in yellow. Just I do.
Yeah,
Thoughts?
SZA. Yeah, it looks like she matched the theme. Yeah,
Yes, that's art. That's art. Yeah, like
yeah,
SZA is wearing art. I 100% agree.
yeah.
Gotta love Tiana Taylor. Tiana Taylor is going to Tiana Taylor all the time. I don't know what this look was inspired by and what, but I just love the fact that it's Tiana Taylor and she can pull it off.
Yeah, it looks like Tiana Taylor looks like one of those dogs that have the long, yeah, the long fur,
I know what you
long
mean.
coat.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah,
She was making it shake and all of the above. They got some great photos of her. Again, like I said, it's Tiana Taylor. To me, Tiana Taylor can do no wrong when it comes to dressing or whatever. She is really a force. Gotta love her. Walking art. Angela Bassett, absolutely fantastic. So happy that she was invited. Not really sure like what designer invited her to dress her, but like shout out to them for knowing that Angela Bassett is Angela Bassett. Okay. She is actually recreating a portrait done by an artist, and the with the makeup, the dress, everything 100% just like the portrait. Love Angela Bassett.
yeah. Yeah. Cannot say. I will not say anything about the Angela
Agree.
Bassett. I did see the portrait,
Yes,
and it was good. So, it was a good match.
absolutely. um wow. Lala Anthony, she to me gave Jessica Rabbit vibes. I don't know like what her custom art, maybe that was the art, I don't know, but I thought Lala looked amazing. Shout out to Lala for always keeping it courteous and respectful with people that she's interviewing. But yeah, what do you think about Lala's look?
Lala looks like like this was the rare carpet of a normal event. And as you see, Brittany Janae said Cartier was not met
It
on a
was.
large scale, and I have to completely agree with this all around the board. And this is a perfect example of what Brittany Janae is talking about.
No, I agree. I do. I will say this. Like I said, I watched it live and I was very shocked how like nothing wowed me. You know what I mean? Like in past like in the past I've been like, "Oh my god, wow." You know what I mean? Like I don't know. Like it was just very like we're going to the red carpet. That's how I felt. Like everything that everybody wore, I wouldn't have blinked twice if I would have seen them wear it at the Grammys or the Oscars or like something like that. Like it just didn't give. Um Last person, just honorable mention because I just love her so much, Tessa Thompson. Tessa Thompson, to me, I felt like she looked great again. Also, I agree with you and Brittany. I feel like this is something that she could have wore to the red carpet at the Oscars or something like that. But the prom without cars, oh my God, Brittany! It was very expensive prom. Very expensive prom. But I don't know if a lot of people noticed, but Tessa Thompson had dipped her hand in paint to match the dress, and that was the custom art, theme. So yeah, I mean, just wanted to, add some beautiful pictures of some beautiful Black ladies that we've seen. I did miss Cardi B. Did you get to see Cardi's dress?
I did. Not, yeah.
What did you think?
Yeah, no. I actually like that lady, Tessa Thompson. I mean, she don't have the body for that dress, but I like that. That was good stuff. The Met Gala this year felt like I could have gone to the Met Gala. I'm not getting ready to do all that stuff, and I felt I would have fit right in. This past year, I'm mad I didn't get invited because I just had a regular suit ready, Could have threw some paint on it and called it a day.
You want to know the thing that I think is disappointing? I think the reason that people are disappointed is because it's Beyonce's first time back in 10 years, right? You know what I mean? So like, it's just one of those things where like, you think it's going to be like the best thing you ever saw because you have not seen Beyonce for 10 years. So yeah, I mean, it was underwhelming. They did raise $42 million. So I mean, I really hope that the money that they raise go to the causes that they say that it's going to go to. And I would really, really love, and I've heard a lot of people say this, but I would love for the Black, because Taji did not go. Jennifer Lewis made a statement, I think this morning or yesterday also. I would love for the Blacks to get together and do something like this. And I would love for these white designers to keep up the same hype, right? So a lot of people don't realize, but with the Met, the designer buys the table, which I think this year the tables were like $75K or something like that. And then the designer chooses to dress you. Also forgot Doechii. I forgot her picture as well. Doechii to me looked beautiful. Again, not really a wow factor or anything like that, but just her look itself was absolutely gorgeous. But
Snoop Dogg.
Yeah, I think that was
okay.
AI.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, okay. I don't think Snoop was
there. Snowfall, Damson.
Damson. Yeah, Damson was there. I didn't like his look, and I want him to get rid of the braids.
Okay. Yeah.
I don't know why we're trying to make braids come back like that. I really don't. But I would really like for, them to do this on our scale. But I mean, hey, that was the Met.
Well, here in Chicago, there was something similar. I think your friend was there, Sheena. Yeah, were you at that? Were you at that gala? Were you at that gala, Kim?
So your friend, Dr. Yes, through
Dr. McDowell.
Thank you. Dr. McDowell was a part of that board that threw that event. And my best friend, one of my besties, Sheena, was actually invited through the boutique that she models for, Bronzeville Boutique. And so they dressed her and she got to go. She said it was an amazing event. She said they had a great time, and it was about custom art as well. So shout out to them, and I can't wait to hear more about it. But another Black person doing something in Chicago that makes sense. I love it.
And speaking of in Chicago making sense, we usually don't start with Chicago news this early.
We don't.
But with the people, with Young Miami, Carisha Please, she had something to say. And she pissed a lot of people off, but a lot of people went to the internet to agree with Carisha Please. Kim, you and Brittany, I almost called Brittany to be a part of this show today just to talk about this. But I'm glad she is live with us on Facebook, and we're on Instagram and YouTube as well. The people were in agreement with Carisha. The actual factual Kim Smith, what happened over the weekend here in Chicago?
Well, actually, this was in Miami. I want to be very
Oh, it was in
clear.
Miami. Oh, I thought it was in Chicago.
No. So this did not happen in Chicago. F1,
Oh,
yeah, F1 was in Florida, in Miami, and Sean Mack was a guest DJ. And he, from my understanding, listening to his story, thought that Carisha was walking up to, like, do like the, hey, I'm whatever, this, that, and the third or whatever. And it did not go like that at all. And she basically said that he was putting everybody to sleep, that the music sucked. She even shouted out Meek, which was in the crowd, and was just like, you got artists in here and you're not even playing their music, like Dreams and Nightmares haven't played. I guess also G Herbo was in the building. I guess she also made a comment like, look, you ain't even playing him, this, that, and the third. And yeah, I was absolutely shocked when I very first seen the very first video. I'm going to stop there before we get to the second part, but how did you feel about this when you actually seen it? Have you been to any Sean Mack parties? I've been to a few, and I have to say, I've always been entertained. I don't know if it was just the events that I was at or whatever like that, but I will honestly say I have seen him in Chicago and in Houston, and I have not been disappointed.
so I saw the apology first, and I didn't know who she was speaking of, and I didn't even know who she was, to be honest. But everybody kept reposting it. I have been to a couple of Sean Mack events. I don't get out much, but I think that because I know his name and I know some people that he's DJ for and some of the prices, that I think that I went in with this, with my expectations were too high. I am I love music. Music is my life. So it is going to be very hard for me to be like, oh, okay, that DJ is good, and then if the DJ can mix, I'm like, okay, and it's not too many that you run into that are like that. But Sean Mack has never done it for me, but I think that I'm just a bit biased by it
all. Okay. Well, Brittany is saying, according to his post, she was talking about the prior DJ, Mac was plugging in because his set hadn't started yet. See, I don't know, because DJ Envy and them talked about it on the Breakfast Club the next day, and they definitely said she was talking about Sean Mack. So if I was Sean Mack, I'm not trying to be funny, I think I would say the same thing. But the reason that I believe that she was talking about him is because when she came at, like, the DJs got in her ass. Like, that's one thing that I really did like to see, like, the community that kind of like surrounded him. Even DJ Envy the next morning was like, I've DJed with him multiple times in Chicago. He get busy. He's this. DJ Kid Capri, like, wow. I was very shocked to see his statement. Like, he lost it. He was just like, this is rude. This is disrespectful. Who the hell does she think she is? A lot of the senior DJs jumped down and defended Sean Mack. A lot of people said that the apology was directly tied to the fact that she's about to drop new music, and that more than likely maybe like the label or something like that was like, yo, you have to fix this, because like you put yourself in a very, fucked up predicament, because they will choose not to play you. So they said a lot of people didn't think her apology was genuine because of the fact that she has music coming out.
Yeah. I thought she was canceled. We didn't cancel her because of Diddy.
I don't think that she got the Diddy cancel. I think that they were already they were not together when Diddy got arrested. Now, we did find out that she wrote a letter to the judge on behalf of Diddy. And people were very, very upset about that. But I don't think Carisha had actually got canceled because of Diddy. And
are the City Girls no longer? Is that over?
Yeah, no, it's just they're separate.
Okay.
Yeah, they're separate. Now, from my understanding, Now I don't know, what is what, but rumor is that her and Uzi, which is JT's boyfriend, don't get along. That could have started the rift or something like that. But from my understanding now, they both do separate music.
Okay. I did hear the song that she has out, and it is going to. Hopefully, this doesn't hurt it because it is like anthem type
Oh, it
music.
is. But
Yeah, I
that's
heard it once. I don't even. I can't even remember what it said now. Today it's just been an off day for me. It's been so hot in this building, but yeah, yeah. Well, Young
I
Miami.
don't know. I mean, Phil has a point. They won't spin your records. And I agree. Like I said, he is one of the best in the city. Like I said, I've heard his set here. I've heard his set in Houston. Have not been disappointed. And I really don't know if her apology is gonna do what she think is gonna do. Like I do think that some DJs are gonna play with her for a while for the summer. Like, don't get me wrong. Like if it's a real anthem and like it picks up on your TikToks and stuff like that, then of course DJs will be forced to play the song. But if it does not get any traction like that, like I don't think that she's gonna be the summer anthem. I just don't.
Okay.
Yeah.
Brittany is saying, hey, not the best in the city. Brittany and Phil, why don't you throw some names out there? Who are the best DJs in the city so that maybe we can make something happen with them. Miami will play her stuff. Florida, she'll have that southern people playing her stuff, but Chicago may not mess with her after that at all. Speaking of Cardi B, not we didn't mention her at the Met Gala, but her former boyfriend, baby daddy. Am I saying that right, Kim? Former boyfriend, baby daddy.
Her child's father.
Okay. Has found not guilty, and that chef made a complete fool of herself on stage.
Okay. So Jamila Adams filed a lawsuit against Stephon Diggs back in December, and he was formerly charged with felony strangulation and misdemeanor assault, which could have held up to a 5-year sentence for him if he had lost this case. As of yesterday, it took the jury, I just want to say, 90 minutes. It took them 90 minutes to come back with a non-guilty verdict. And I just have okay, it's not funny. Stop. So I just have some things to say before you take it. No, I don't think she was.
They wanted to make sure they got their lunch. It was delivered, and then and they said, "You know what? We out of here."
They got that lunch and that free dinner. Okay, they said we gonna make it go after 5 so we can get the dinner. But right. And then they called that 4th person in there and said, "Come on, wrap this shit up now." Shit up now. You know what I thought when I was listening to her on the stand? I said, this woman has watched way too many crime shows, right? Like just her presence and what she was saying and how she was saying it. I was like, she really think that she eating, you know what I mean? Like she really thinks she's getting it done with all the bullshit. Like, because I can tell she has watched Law and Order one too many times. She had watched Suits one too many times, like just her jargon and everything like that. When the judge had to stop her and say, hey, your feelings do not matter in this situation. We are trying to get to the facts, okay?
Yeah.
And if you don't stop, I am going to strike your testimony. Now, I don't know if a lot of people knew what that meant, but striking her testimony means that they would have literally taken out every single thing she said at the trial.
Yeah.
What are your thoughts on this before I kind of dive into some other facts?
Look, I thought that it was just pure entertainment. I felt like sometimes she didn't know no English. She kept, I don't understand. I can't answer that. But I like you don't now you don't know English. Then the lawyer said, okay, well if you don't understand what I'm saying, the text messages are right in front of you. Look, just read along with me. I was busting up. I said, this lady, you know, you you done messed up. You done messed up. She should have got some acting classes before she went on that stand.
I mean, it was then her trying to input that she had been abused before and like this, that, and the third. I'm like, ma'am, what are we doing? Like, I again, this reminded me of the trial with the lady that lied on Cardi B in the doctor's office. Like, I seriously don't think that these people understand how the justice system works. Your feelings do not matter. Only facts. Like, that is it. In a court of law, I don't care how dressed up you come. I don't care how many tears you shed. I don't care how any of it is. Because what we do in a law office before we go to trial is we print up something called jury instructions. Okay? The jury is read these instructions. And if anything happens on these instructions, it is struck from the record. So again, I don't think her attorneys prepared her. And then just the blatant lies. Like when he was like, oh, did y'all try to demand $5.3 million? And then she like flips and starts trying to talk about like something else. And he was like, ma'am, like what? How are you just going to not answer the question? What is wrong with you? But now I want to get into a more serious part of this. And I know how it's going to come off, so let me get through it. I am not she is a fool. She needs her ass whooped. And I wish that she had more than $3.50 in the bank, because I would hope that he would sue her for libel and slander. But it would cost him more to file the lawsuit than he would ever get from her. But I really, really wish that women like this would be made examples of, because you really tried to ruin this man's life because you were upset about some bullshit. When she sat on the stand and said, well, me and Cardi B had outfits planned, I said, if you don't get this woman off my screen, I'm going to lose my shit. Because I can't. But I do have a question. With this type of situation, should he have known better than to sleep with a woman like this with nothing to lose?
Should he have known better?
Correct.
The easy answer is yes.
Uh-huh.
We always talk about making people sign their life away.
Indiana.
And by the looks of this lady,
So from my understanding or whatever, I think they of course tried to dial her down. Very like, let me explain something to you. Like, we craft your look for court, right? Like we craft your look for court. If we want you to look a certain way, that's how we want you to look. So I'm pretty sure they took off the makeup, the fake lashes, everything. They put her in bigger clothes, because from my understanding of it, she was like an internet chef. She had a nice body. That's how he met her. That within a couple, literally, I guess, weeks of them meeting, he moved her in his house. She was originally cooking at first. Within a couple of weeks, they had started sleeping with one another. To me, all red flags. Because
how old is she?
From my understanding, late 20s, early 30s.
Ooh.
That's why I said I think they dialed it down on purpose. I don't think that she's an unattractive.
If you dial it down and you in your late 20s, early 30s, you should look like this lady. This lady look like she's in her 40s.
No, I don't think she's that old. Yeah, I don't think she's
she may not be that old. She in this picture here, she looks like she's at least 41.
Oh wow, yeah. She look 52 at least. Y'all, she's not that old. I don't know how old she is, but I don't think she's that old. But what I'm saying is that does Stefan, with the scenario that I just gave you, oh, really? For y'all, I really think she's in her like mid 30s. I don't think that she's like 40 plus. But we can. I'll get back to y'all on that, because now y'all got me thinking I'm crazy. I'm pretty sure I've seen that. Damn. But also too, don't forget, like, what if you are the new, newer generation, they have started wearing makeup like when they was 14, like heavy makeup. Like all of us didn't start wearing heavy makeup until our like mid-30s, right? So like of course their skin and stuff is gonna be different. I'm not saying that she's not that old, but from what I read, my understanding she is not. I think she's like mid-30s at the least, at the oldest. But back to my question, with everything that I just told you, internet chef, he meets her this way, brings her in his home, starts sleeping with her. Is he did is that something that you would say in your mind, like, yo, that wasn't a smart move?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, yeah, absolutely. I mean, just like I would say having a baby by Mary Cardi B is a smart move. Um,
I don't
yeah,
understand how Cardi is involved in this stuff.
I just said Mary. My point is having a baby with a married woman is not smart. Stephon Diggs make smart does not make many smart decisions. He has a guy given talent. He doesn't even have a team to play for right now. So um, yeah,
Do
just
you
just
think
not
this
smart.
do you think this affected him being cut from the, like, do you think this had anything to do with him being let go from the team?
It could have, but I think that that was going to happen regardless
Oh, okay.
because they don't want to pay him. Yeah,
They don't. Oh, okay. Is
yeah.
anybody going to pick him up now since now he has been acquitted?
He'll get picked up. I
Oh,
think
he will.
there was a team that he is friends with the coach
Oh,
that
okay.
he'll probably go to. So he'll get picked up. Yeah, he'll definitely get picked up
Okay. Well,
because he's
again.
not a bad player. He's a good wide receiver. Yeah,
Oh,
he just
good. Okay.
make bad decisions off of the field that you know a lot of teams don't want to be bothered with that drama.
Phil said he's overpaid. Do you agree with that?
I'm not really sure what his pay was, but
Okay.
I think that definitely a talented wide receiver definitely
Hmm.
can contribute to any NFL team. But just bad decisions, maybe bad people around him. I don't know. Has let the fame is more important than the NFL career. So hopefully he gets it together.
Yeah, I agree. I just, again, like I said, I'm not trying to victim blame or anything like that, but like in these type of situations, I do not understand why men of this type of wealth would connect themselves with women that could literally ruin their lives like this. Like NDAs matter. Making sure that somebody has, I don't care if you don't have as much to lose as he do, but you got to have something, right? Like you got to have something in your life that you value in order for me to even look your way. So like I don't understand why he, of all people that is worth all of these millions, like, okay, clearly she didn't have much going on if she could just pick up and move into your home in that many weeks. And then you seen one of the house managers or assistants said she was like, yeah, she cooked him a hot dog. Like, okay, like clearly this is bullshit, right? Like you should have been sent that lady home. I'm just saying.
Yeah, I don't understand that. When people choose the trouble, they choose the drama. And you have all this money and you just not even using it properly. I mean, and she wasn't even getting paid that much. I think she was getting like 4,000 a week or
Yeah,
something.
I
Or
think 3 or 4 thousand, and then that's nothing. They caught her up with lying because she claims that all of this started over her not being paid. But then they literally was like, "Oh, but you got paid." It's like,
yeah,
girl, like,
yeah,
yeah, I want her to go away immediately, like
yeah,
immediately.
yeah. So we'll just wait for her book to come out.
You know the book
Yeah,
is coming. That's gonna be her. How our survive Stephon Diggs is coming.
yeah.
Yeah.
Over the weekend, we had the Kentucky Derby down in Louisville, Kentucky, and a female trainer was behind the winner of the Derby, who will not participate in Preakness. Kim, I know that made you happy to hear that.
Yeah, well, I didn't watch it, was out, so didn't get to see it. But Sherry Duvex was the trainer of Golden Tempo, which was the horse that ended up winning. that came back had a very rocky start and ended up coming up and winning the whole thing. And she pointed out that all of this time there have only been 17 women that worked with horses that have ran in the Kentucky Derby.
Okay.
Yeah, I know, right?
Good stuff.
Did you
Good
watch
stuff.
it?
No.
No.
I don't know if I've ever watched it. I have zero interest in it, but I would love to go. I would love to go.
Now that's one thing. I would definitely get dressed up and go. Don't get me wrong.
Yeah.
I would definitely put on a dress.
Yeah. I would love to go. Patti LaBelle was at the opening party for it on Friday night. She performed. So yeah, had I known that, I might have tried to make something happen. Michael Jordan is usually at the Kentucky Derby. I didn't see any photos of him there, and I know Barkley is working. But after all of these years, Charles Barkley and Michael Jordan have considered making up.
Where did you start?
The feud started because Charles Barkley, being a basketball analyst, criticized Michael Jordan's front office abilities, which, hey, it is what it is. And Michael Jordan didn't like it because he said, "That's my friend. You should be on my side. You shouldn't do that." Which, you got to know your personnel. If Michael is that type of friend, he's sensitive, then not to go that route. But yeah, they didn't talk for many, many years. I want to say over 10 years.
Well, I mean, you see what he said, and I took that personal.
Yeah.
Michael Jordan, it seems like, is the epitome of petty. So I can see him definitely deciding very clearly, like, oh, this is what you got to say about me. Yeah, don't say nothing else to me ever again. So I think it's very good that they are hopefully coming to an end of this feud. Hopefully they can make up. I'm pretty sure they won't be best friends or anything like that, but maybe they can have a conversation.
Yeah, hopefully they do it, and hopefully they do it on TV.
Because that'd be the thing, right? Put that in a documentary, them making up.
Right. Make sure that if you're gonna do it, let's go big. Let's go big. Yeah. Yeah.
Speaking of big.
Yeah. Spirit. I was in the airport this weekend and I saw.
Oh my God, how was it?
I just saw the Spirit planes just sitting there. And this is actually a very sad story.
Yeah.
Because so many people lost their jobs and people went on live and over to speak on the planes, said that, how hurt they were. They had been with Spirit for so long. And, Spirit's been around only in our lifetime. And I will say Spirit has never done me wrong. I'm still here today after a couple of Spirit flights. I'm tall, but I'm not that tall. So I didn't have to worry about, all the leg room and all that stuff. So, Kim, it looks like you have never taken a Spirit flight?
One.
Okay.
Yeah. So when Spirit very first got to Vegas, we took a trip to Vegas and we took Spirit. And that was enough for me. That was enough for me.
Okay.
But this is actually heartbreaking. I don't know if a lot of people recognize it, but Spirit actually had filed bankruptcy a couple years prior already to get the protections. Spirit is claiming and sticking with it is that the fuel prices is what pushed them to finally have to go ahead and shut down. So a lot of people didn't realize that they were actually at the table trying to do a deal with the government. And basically they were trying to ask for a bailout in like the 500 billion range. And the deal itself fell apart because the government wanted to have like 90% control over Spirit, which is insane because why does the U.S. government need control of a American airline. Clock that, okay? Politics show coming soon. But yeah, and so when that deal fell apart, literally the next day, they announced that they were grounding all flights, that they were urging people not to go to the airport because no one would be there. All Spirit employees were basically fired without severance. A lot of them were stranded in other places because they could not get back to their hubs. So this was just an absolute disaster for these people. Now, of course, I don't take Spirit, but I know a lot of people do. And Spirit was one of the they call it discount airlines, but the reason discount airlines happen and they work is because they actually keep other prices down. So Spirit and Frontier being cheaper makes the monopoly of all the other flights come down, because you can't have a $200 flight from Spirit and then an $800 flight from United, right? So like you might have a $400 flight from United, but at least it kind of balances itself out. Basically what they're saying now is because Spirit is gone, that Frontier might be on its way to, not really sure if that's true, but if that happens, then everything is going to rise because you don't have airlines like Spirit and Frontier to kind of cut it off. Another big thing that kind of came out of this is that it really shows you like what this supposed war that was only supposed to take a couple of weeks, as he said, to solve, that it has literally now start affecting people's everyday lives, right? Nobody really seen this coming. Nobody really understood why it happened or anything like that. But just a very sad day when it comes to these people that have worked for Spirit for 20 plus years, and now, they don't have anything to go home to, because that, as Michael Jackson would say, this is it.
This is it. Yeah. But prayers out to the families and the people who lost their jobs. And, what I will say is that y'all need to hire these people. These other airlines need to hire these people. Don't be talking about all the flight attendant called off and the plane can't move, the pilot can't go nowhere, or no, everybody should be, air traffic controllers in the airport. Y'all make it work. Make it work.
I ain't even think about that, but that is so true. There should be no reason in any of these airlines right now are telling you that they are understaffed. None.
Yeah. We're going to say goodbye to Spirit. When I saw this story, and I'm probably not going to post anymore about Britney Spears after this, because when I thought about it, I said the first thing that came to my head was that Britney Spears' death.
Oh God.
Yeah. Because she just stays in the news for bad things all the time, and then we can name people who died young and that never got it together, especially child stars like she was. So she avoids jail time, but jail time might have been good for her, Kim, huh?
Yeah, so her charges got reduced down from DUI to reckless driving, which got her a day of jail time, which they just basically said she had served. They gave her supervision, and then they also gave her like a DUI driving class that she also has to complete. I think the thing with Britney Spears that people are failing to realize is that conservatorship fucked Britney Spears up. Like, I understand that like people were vying for her to get out of it and to be free and things like that. 100%, like Britney said, she's spiraling because she's always had a very regimented life, right? Like she's always had someone to tell her where to go, where to be, what time to be there, what to dress, how to dress, what time the concert start, everything like that. Like this was all the way up into her late 30s that she really had like someone telling her what to do and how she needed to do it. And I think now that she has all this free access and all this free time, that she doesn't really know how to function in everyday life and everyday society. And I think, unfortunately, that's why these things keep kind of happening to her. Also, the people around her, like she's engaged one minute, she has a boyfriend, she has this, they're not together. She's on the internet playing with knives. I just wish that there was somebody, I'm just saying she was. I just wish there was somebody close to Britney that actually wanted good for her and would step in and help her get well, because clearly there's something wrong.
Yeah, yeah. Brittany, get it together. And you know, and then when you listen to some of the people and the songs that Brittany has, and that they were offered to other artists first, you know, you take some of those songs away from Brittany, she wouldn't even be here today. So she would be thanking a lot of people for passing on some of those songs.
Oh, what's up?
Like Slave for You. Slave for You was for Janet Jackson.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, so it was a couple. I think Oops, I Did It Again and Toxic, all were for different artists. And I love Toxic. Toxic is probably my favorite Britney song.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Yeah.
The more
and CNN founder and creator and media mogul Ted Turner dead at 87. Wow, Kim. Wow.
Yeah, so Ted Turner passed away today at the age of 87. Complications of dementia is what is being said. So Ted Turner actually started CNN in the 1980s, the very first 24-hour cable network. Just to be clear, I want to, no shade, but Ted Turner comes from privilege and a background. His father, before he committed suicide, actually had a broadcasting network on a smaller scale. And from CNN, which I had no clue, he actually created TBS, TNT, Cartoon Network, and Turner Classic Movies. All are spun out of CNN. Learned that today. The more you know. He also was the owner of the Atlanta Braves and the Atlanta Hawks. And I had no clue that he was married to Jane Fonda.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Ted had been around and got a whole lot of money.
Yes,
whole lot of money.
He has 5 children, so I really, really hope that they all got some sense and this doesn't turn into like Succession. If you know, you know. Shout out to HBO. But hopefully they have some sense and have a will, and like we won't in 6 months see them in the news.
Yeah, yeah. All right. Rest in peace, Ted Turner, and prayers to the family. Staying in the media realm, BET got it right. BET got it right. We don't say that much around here, but Drewski will be the next host of the BET Awards, and I will be front and center. I don't want to miss a thing. I don't want to watch the replay because they're gonna bleep stuff out. I think that it is going to be epic, along the lines of Monique hosting the BET Awards. How did it make you feel to see Drewski as the next host?
I'm excited. I love Drewski. Like I said, like I was very late when it came to Drewski or whatever. Like I had like heard of him through and through, but like now watching his skits and things like that, it is literally absolutely hilarious. I also agree that I think BET got this 100% right. He is going to be the youngest host to host the BET Award. So I also agree. I do think now I don't really watch live TV anymore, and I will have to figure out how to watch this live. If anybody knows how, please drop it in the comments. Because all I have is streaming. I don't pay for real cable anymore. Got rid of that shit years ago. So if there's a way to stream this live, I am going to be watching it as long as it is free to stream it live, because I am with you. I want to watch exactly how, because I know he's going to be different characters. I know he's going to be different people in the audience. Me personally, my prediction is that he comes out as a pastor. My prediction is that they put him on them damn things and he comes out as the pastor with him flying through the audience. Like, I don't know why my mind went there, but I personally feel like that's how it's going to start. And
Yeah.
yeah, I think Drewski is great for this. And yes, I agree with you. Thank you, BET, for finally getting something right.
Yes, they got it right. I'm looking. Maybe we can have a BET Awards party at your place.
Yeah, maybe it's yours, one or two. You know what I mean?
Maybe we should go to the award show. Maybe I'll look into that too.
Well, look into it. Where is it at? When is it? Like, what is the cost? I
It's
mean, because
always in LA.
regular people.
It's always
Oh,
in LA the
okay.
weekend before the 4th of July. So
Oh, okay. Well, figure out
yeah,
the details. I'm never
yeah,
mad at a flight.
yeah, we'll see what happens there. Congratulations to Drewski. Chris Brown had a baby, got a new baby, a new album, baby number 4, some great collaborations, a tour. Uh, will not be invited to the Met Gala, but shout out to Chris Brown and congratulations to him on new baby boy. And this is his girlfriend, and is this their second kid together, Kim?
From my understanding, I think it's their first. This is a whole new girl. All his girlfriends look alike. I think that's the problem. Like,
Mhm.
yeah, so you can't really tell who is who or anything like that. But this is supposed to be the new girlfriend. This is their first baby. And yeah, congratulations to him. And how do you feel about this narrative that like people were saying that Chris Brown was putting out the same music or whatever, and so that's why he has kind of like changed his style for this new album. You are the music, buff on this show. So how do you feel about that statement that Chris Brown was just putting out the same music, the same song on every album in just a different way?
Oh wow. Shout out to Latrice Marie Reddick, one of our greatest supporters. We love you back. Um, Chris Brown putting out the same music. Well, I do think that today's music is trash. Okay.
Damn. Okay.
When it comes to the R&B hip hop world.
Yeah.
And I do think that artists like Chris Brown, might, stay relevant, make music that does sound like some of the other stuff.
Okay.
But I'm going to have to disagree with that because, even if it does, as far as the tempo of the songs, I feel like maybe that might be it.
Mm.
But Chris Brown comes up with some good hooks and some great
Yeah.
collaborations. So, yeah, I'm going to disagree with that. I'm definitely going to disagree with that.
Okay. Well, I can't wait to hear it. I mean, we have our tickets. We are going to see Usher / Raymond. And me personally, I am more a nostalgic person. I do love the old stuff better than the new, but I'm always open to see it. You know what I mean? So I will definitely listen to this new album, try to get into it before the concert. What about you?
Won't be going to the concert. Will listen to the album. Chris Brown got a lot of money from me in 2025. Usher got a lot of money from me in 2024. 2026. We're going to pass on them and go to see October London. We're going to go see Bruno Mars. We're going to go see Jay-Z. We're going to go to Bears games and things like that. We'll not be giving it to R&B at all. But I'm pretty sure I'll be able to watch it from my Instagram because everybody will be.
Very, very true.
So, Kim, we're going to get into just a couple of topics for Kim's Corner. Then next week, we're going to have a big show on some of the topics that we have neglected because Black women have been so problematic on the internet over the past few months. But Funky Dineva pissed me off.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Because I think that if you speak on a Black man, okay. And Funky Dineva, as you can see, is very Black.
Yes.
Just be quiet. I just think that you can, because it's coming off as if you're representing for Black women, and you are not a Black woman
Okay.
that can chastise Black men. At the end of the day, you are a Black man. Okay.
Okay.
And so if just because you identify as, I guess, gay or whatever it is,
Mm-hmm.
you're a Black man. What were your thoughts when you saw Funky Dineva?
Okay. So I think we gotta actually lay out like what he actually said. So Funky Nadiva said that he felt like that Black straight men were the cancer. Right. I agree. We do need to watch the whole interview. I agree with Brittany. But the section that has been cut up and sent out to everybody is this one where Funky Naniva basically said that Black straight men were the cancer of the Black community. And the reason that he was saying that is because of how much strife and basically dysfunction that he feels like that Black men have brought into the Black community. And that is concerning Black women, the Black trans community, the Black gay community, and for so on and so forth. And I do think that sometimes the messenger doesn't matter. I want to be clear about that because we can't say that Funky Dineva can't speak on Black men when Black men speak on Black women. So I don't, I'm not agreeing with Funky Dineva. I don't think that either of us are a cancer to the community, but I do think that some conversations need to be had to understand why this narrative keeps coming up. Like this narrative is not new. It has been a lot of people that are saying that Black men are causing strife in the Black community because of their opinions, because of how they're leaving, homes, all of the above. So when I heard this, the first thing I thought is, okay, that was a bold statement. But I also do think that it warrants, should I say, a conversation with maybe Black women. If you are basically trying to say that the only people that can have this conversation is Black women, then I think it does warrant a conversation. And I'm not trying to be facetious or funny, but over the last couple of weeks, we have seen femicide like jump out of completely, I don't want to say out of nowhere because it has always been happening, but it's been in the media and stuff like that more. So I do kind of think that it is time to sit down and figure out what is going on because something is going on. Like, period.
Well, okay. So why wouldn't a gay Black man be a problem in the Black community, Kim?
Why wouldn't a gay Black man? I'm not trying to say that gay Black men aren't a problem in the community. What I'm saying is if you all are trying to say representation matters and it matters who the message is coming from, then switch up the messenger. But the message itself is still something that needs to be discussed.
I agree with that, but
right.
I mean,
so is that all it is? That is the messenger. So if a Black woman had got on the internet and said Black men are the cancer, they would have destroyed her. Like, so is that the problem?
That happens every day.
Right, that's what I'm saying. It happens every day. Like a Black woman will state her opinion on Black men, and Black men will literally try to humble her.
So here's where Black women, and this is really women in general, but okay. I'm saying Black women here.
Okay.
Is that you all support and fan out over men dressed in drag and acting like women,
What does that
and
got to do with
call
anything?
call them girl and my gay best friend and all this stuff. And then this is why he feels that he can go on his platform, which he has a large platform for years, to
Yeah.
say that a straight black man, a black man who will marry a black woman,
Well,
a
why
black
is it
man
marriage
will,
then?
a black man that will create black children
And leave them because their broken
and
homes are
is
up.
is the is the problem. And I just can't believe that you would even say, shoot the messenger. It's everything about it that is just wrong and divisive.
So you don't think that black men have been divisive at all on Beyonce's internet lately?
I think that black men share their opinion just like everybody else. Yes,
But Funky Dineva opinion of black men should be crucified because he's gay.
absolutely.
So black men are the only people that should be able to speak on black men.
I no, anybody can speak on whatever they want.
Okay.
However,
So what?
I listen to black men go in on how black women are, but I
Right.
also hear a
Every
lot of
day.
black men go in on how black men are as well. And I'll be like, okay, sometimes, you got to I'm a pick a side type person, okay? But
Okay.
I'm not going to accept criticism from a Funky Dineva telling me that I'm the cancer of my community when he goes around doing and saying the stuff that he's been doing for decades that has done nothing to contribute to the black community.
Let me say this again, kill the messenger. That's totally up to you. You know what would bring down a lot of the strife? If black men held other black men accountable. I think that would be like the women could step out of the conversation. The LGBTQ plus community can step out of the conversation. If black men just held other black men accountable. Some examples: you and your homeboy have been friends 20 years. This man is dating this woman and gets this woman pregnant. But then your homeboy tells you, like, I never wanted to have a baby by the bitch. I just wanted to hit. Instead of you laughing with him, why don't you hold him accountable in that moment and say, yo, nigga, you are grown. And if you didn't want to have a baby by this woman, then you should have took precautions not to. One example. Two, an example. You and your homeboys is out in the club or whatever like that. A girl walked by, he reaches out for her hand and she says, no, I'm good. And then he turns around and calls her a bitch. Instead of the group laughing, why not say, yo, nigga, what the fuck is wrong with you? Like, yo, leave her alone. She said that she's not interested. Shut the fuck up. Instead of laughing at it. Maybe that's another scenario. Maybe another scenario. You are a younger male, 17, 18, haven't really dealt with rejection a lot or whatever. You see a woman walking down the street and you ask for her number and then she says, no, I'm good. Yeah. And then he dives on her. He beats her up in the street. As another black man, instead of you walking by, watching it happen, why don't you pull his ass up off of her and then whoop her ass? These are just three examples that actually has happened over the last couple of weeks. So if black men want other people to stop speaking on them, if black men want no one to say that they're this or they're that, why not start holding each other accountable and then there will be nothing to fix?
So you think that black men don't hold each other accountable?
I do not. And I can say that with a strong fuck no.
How? How can you say that?
Because I do not see black men hold other black men accountable. I don't.
Are you a part of every conversation that black men are having with one another?
No, I am not. Let me be very clear. The conversation we're having is about another black man, gay black man speaking out on black men, right? What I'm saying is that Funky Dineva wouldn't have had an audience to speak this to, or a platform to speak this to, if Black men were out loud holding each other accountable. Not in secret, not you stood there while he called the girl a bitch and y'all laughed, but then when you got in the car, you checked him. No. In the moment. Not when the child is 10 and the girl done finally reached out to you because she don't know what else to do, and then you check him in quiet. No. Check him in public. So if he's doing something wrong, why can't you check him in public?
Here's what I don't like about this conversation with Black men versus Black women is that everything that you are saying that Black men don't do or they do, Black women do the same thing. Black women do the exact same things.
No. There's a trend going on TikTok right now with groups of men basically saying that all they need to do to hurt, injure, or kill their girlfriend, partner, or wife is hit them in the face hard enough to black them out or strangle them. So no, Black men and Black women don't do the same things, because my body, my defense against you is not my body. I have to have a weapon. So that is two different things. So please don't say everybody is doing the same thing, because I gave an example of a boy jumping on a girl and beating her out in public because she rejected him and would not give her her number. That little girl had to go to the hospital and was in the hospital multiple days because she could not physically fend him off. So it's not the same.
Terrible situation that happened to that girl, and I hope that the young man is held accountable and he serves his time. But Kim, do women hit men?
Yes.
Okay. Do women cheat on men?
Yes.
Do women knowingly sleep with married men?
Yes.
I'm pretty sure you probably have somebody within your life that you come across that has fit everything that you just described about
Absolutely.
Men. So you don't know not one woman who has cheated
on her husband.
Yes.
No, not in my.
And you don't know any woman that has slept with a married man.
No.
You don't know any woman that hit their man first.
My sister would whoop your ass, man, woman, anything. So yes.
Okay. So it should not be just men are the problem in the Black community.
Oh my goodness. Y'all are so worried about being wrong. But go ahead.
I'm not wrong. Nobody is wrong. Nobody is right. All I'm saying is to be fair. If you have to be fair, and you are not being fair when it comes to this.
How am I not being fair? All I'm saying is that Black men should hold Black men accountable in public. That's it.
And so I'm pretty sure that may happen. If my friends do something that I don't like, I have a friend, and it's funny because I can't talk about it, but I will say that I ran into someone who did not speak to me.
Okay.
Recently. And I asked the person that we were, together with, I said, why he don't speak to me? And he said, he don't speak to you because you're guilty by association. And so I blew it off in the moment. But then when I had to tell the story to another friend who knew all parties, I felt some type of way about that. I'm like, well, geez, has this been happening to me for years, and I did not know. And this was the first person to just kind of make it explicit. And so I feel like everybody can really just sit back, relax on who is to blame and who's not to blame, and everybody just be fair. At the end of the day, there are more women than men, and I'm not even about to keep saying black. Is there more women than men? So I'm pretty sure that women are doing things at a faster pace than men, but men are not going to even. We're not going to go to police if my wife hit me. I, I'm not even really gonna feel comfortable going to tell everybody that I'm getting my ass beat, or go to the police. But it happens a lot, and so nobody should be blamed for anything and accountability because it's happening everywhere all the time, and there may not be public record, but it's happening. So I don't think that what you do and what black women are doing is fair to black men. I don't think that what Funky Dineva is doing is fair
I want
at
to ask you
all.
a question. Do you think domestic violence lives more in the male community or the women community?
I think that domestic violence is probably in the male community. I think that it's probably a power thing with men over women. Absolutely.
Okay. I want to make sure we understanding each other. So you're saying that you think that women get abused more than men?
No, I'm not saying that at
You
all.
think that men get abused more than women?
I'm I don't know.
Okay.
I don't
We're
know.
not ready for that conversation. It's okay.
I don't know.
I
I don't
can't.
know.
I can't turn into something real and then because we that shouldn't even be that shouldn't even made you pause.
Well, I don't know why you telling me how it should make me what it
I'm
should make
just
me
saying
do
in general.
because
Like
I'm
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 just
I'm
saying in general statistically, do women deal with more domestic violence than men?
statistically probably yes.
Okay.
However, personally, it's the other way around. So I'm not going to sit here and agree with everything you say
I don't
because
need you to.
it's on a local level.
Uh-huh.
Women usually initiate the physical contact.
Are there women centers or men centers around in different cities?
Sinners?
So do you know what a woman center is?
No.
So a woman center is built in different cities, and the woman center is only for women who are escaping domestic abuse. I've
Okay.
never heard of a male center that helps men escape domestic abuse.
So Treese says that men are naturally stronger than women, but all parties should keep their hands off each other. And I feel like because men are naturally stronger than women, men tend to be penalized for that. Okay.
We are
And
dealing with the femicide epidemic right now. Like before we got on the show, we literally just dealt with another man murdering his child's mother in Texas, 22 years old. I am not, let me be very clear because it seems like whenever we have these conversations, men want to say that I hate black men, that I'm against black men. I have a black brother, okay? I love black men. But this notion of not taking any accountability for anything and just blaming everything on women, like we
I
just
didn't do that. I didn't do that one time.
I didn't say you did. What I'm saying is
Okay.
that when I ask a realistic question, I think that it's okay to admit that domestic violence and domestic abuse against black women, women in general, are on a much higher level than men being beat by women.
Look, that your statistics are what they are, and that's why they call you the actual factual Kim Smith. They are what they are. However, I I've seen domestic violence on both parts. I know that, and I know that most times women initiate that, and men should not put their hands on women. And I feel like even if they do get hit, you shouldn't hit. Don't even hit her back, you know. But everybody doesn't have that discipline. So black men and women, they fight. Men and women, they fight. I do know that, but I also know that when you say, okay, black men do this, we got a whole bunch of stories that we can talk about these black women going out with these white men and never coming back. So
we're talking about the influencer, and we talked about her, right? So we're not discounting white men from black men or anything like that. In this conversation, we're talking about men in general. Kiki said, and this is why we call black men the white women of black people. You better tell it, because that is there's no accountability. Like, we can both admit without taking sides that domestic violence in communities, our community, their community, anything like that, that it is more male driven than female. We can agree to that without either one of us saying, oh, okay, that like we're somebody's not taking accountability. We've seen it in the news multiple times over the last couple of weeks.
And
going to
I'm not going to argue you. I'm not going to argue Kiki Vandeweghe at all. But as Ed said earlier, it is about what's reported, and a lot of stuff from when men are being abused is definitely not reported from an ego standpoint, and from even going to the police and saying, oh, okay, she whooping my ass, you know? So, and I'm saying on a local, personal, I know plenty of women who started and go hide. Then it's, oh, he beat me up, you know? So, okay, you find out he cheat on you. He come in the house, you start whooping on him. Domestic dispute. Both of y'all fight. That don't give you a reason. Your emotions don't give you a reason to put your hand on anyone.
Nobody should put their hands on anyone.
Yes.
We have confirmed that. I don't think anybody is contesting that. The issue that me and the women in the comments are having is this theory that domestic violence does not happen more to women. You might know on a personal level many women and men that fight each other. My advice, if anybody, man, woman, whatever you identify with, the one time your partner, whoever they are, put their hands on you, but should be the very last time that they ever have access to you. Because I have said on this platform many a times, the day a man put their hands on me will be the day that I smother him in his sleep. Period. Point blank. So all this justification is not needed, because nobody should be putting their hands on each other. And if men are experiencing this at home, at wherever, they should leave just like a woman should leave. That's my point.
Well, and so you made a great point. You said, hey, none of these justifications. And if there's no justification, men shouldn't justify, women shouldn't justify. And I have to, and I don't even like to have to stand firm, but you women, and especially listen last week.
Oh my God.
Really, you all is that it's almost like you all are perfect. And I think that black women are beautiful. And I think that I love everything about a black woman. Happy Mother's Day coming up to all the black women, all the black mothers, all the mothers. I think that women are beautiful. But you have to. You can't just assume that because I'm woman, everything I say and how I feel is always the gavel. Hit the gavel.
Absolutely not.
No, no,
Absolutely not.
no.
I
And
agree with
and,
that.
and when we defend ourselves now, or we speak up about it, it's oh you're sassy. No. Funky Dineva is sassy, but you all don't give a damn that he wants to go and call us out all over the world, all over the internet, and said that straight black men out of cancer. No, there's no outrage. He shouldn't be able to say anything about a straight black man ever.
But black men can say something about a straight black woman.
Funky Dineva should
Okay.
not be able to say
Okay.
anything about a straight black man that he has zero experience.
Okay.
He has not been a husband to a black woman. He has not been a father to a black child. He has not had to lead a black family and so forth and so on. But you are saying, okay, well, don't shoot the messenger. No, that's bullshit.
So black men have never birthed children. Black men have never been pregnant. Black men have never experienced many things that women have experienced. But black men speak on just as big a platform as Funky Dineva every day. So I'm
So
just
Kim,
saying. So
Kim,
where's the cutoff? Where's
Kim,
the
this is
who
and,
speak
and
on
this
it?
this is the biggest problem here.
Okay.
And here's the problem.
Okay.
So I just gave you examples of
Mm-hmm.
why Funky Dineva should not criticize black men.
Okay.
And instead of saying, hey, you know what? You might have a point here. You
No,
instead,
because black men
you
are speaking on
instead,
black
you
women
instead,
experiences every day.
no, you instead want to go talk about what the black men say about black women. So why can't you stay focused versus being defensive?
I'm not being defensive. What I am saying is you're saying that a particular person is not a part of your community. And so since they're not a part of your community, they should not speak on your community. I'm saying if that is valid, why are there black men on the internet every day doing just what Funky Dineva is doing, but against black women?
Yeah,
So if nobody can speak on the other, y'all stop speaking on black women. Gay black men will stay in their community. Y'all stay in y'all community. We'll stay in ours. That's all I'm saying.
okay, but that's not reality. That's
Very
not reality in 2026.
But so so it's not. So if it's not
To
reality,
not speak on it is not reality.
okay. So Kiki has a question. She said, if Mark Lamont Hill would have said the exact same thing, would it have been received better?
I don't know what he identifies as.
Mark Lamont Hill is married with children.
Is he married to a black woman?
Yes, he is.
Well, it definitely would be received differently. I would still disagree with the statement, but it would be received differently coming from and Kiki Vandeway says that Funky Dineva is a black man. Yes, and when I first saw it, I didn't even read the caption. I listened to it, and I said okay. But then when you throw the word straight in, Kiki, that's when the dynamic changes because now he is separating himself from straight black men. He separated himself when he said that. I don't know what he identifies as, but evidently he doesn't identify as a straight black man.
He doesn't. He said that.
Yeah. And so therefore, but his credibility is shot. Matter of fact, I feel like he is more of a cancer to the black community than I am.
Why?
Because he is doing nothing to make the black community grow and stronger.
Because he's not procreating?
Because he's not procreating, nor is he providing and protecting for a black woman.
But the thing is just because he's not married or in a sexual relationship with a black woman, we don't know that he doesn't protect black women. We don't know if he has sisters or a mom
This
or
this Kim, this is his way
okay.
of protecting black women.
Okay, got
This
it.
is his way of protecting black women.
Okay.
And it really disappoints me
Yeah,
to
I'm
hear
so disappointed
that
today.
it really disappoints me that women can, even
Mm.
agree and accept and allow this man to go there. It's sickening. It's
It really
actually sickening.
disappoints me that we cannot come to the table as men and women and have an honest conversation without black
We
women
are. That's what
always
we're doing.
and without black women always being the problem. So if we
I never said but tonight you can rewind the tape. I never said that black women were the problem in this case. I'm talking about this black man who identifies as not straight, having an opinion and call it black men the cancer of the black community. I'm offended, and I think that it is unacceptable, and I do think that black women should not allow someone like him to be able to speak on a straight black man and the black community when he does not do his part in representing it well himself.
Well, I disagree. And again, I'm going to stick to my point. If black straight men can speak on black straight women, then Funky Dineva can speak on any community he wants to.
Anybody can speak on any community they want to.
Exactly, and that's the point. It doesn't matter what he identifies as. If everybody can speak on any community, Funky Dineva falls right into that category as well. Just because you don't like the message of what he's actually saying does not take away from the fact that that is his feeling about this particular community.
You can, as a Puerto Rican lesbian, I can speak on black women.
Who said that?
No, she's talking about herself.
So ridiculous.
you, anybody can speak on anybody they want to at any point. That's why we are here on Unapologetic right now. Because we can speak on the Met Gala, we can speak on Charles Barkley, we can speak on Ted Turner, we can speak on Chris Brown, we can speak on anybody we want. And Funky Dineva can speak on anybody he wants to.
Absolutely.
But as Kiki Vanderweer said, the speaker doesn't change the truth. If that is his truth, fine. However, just because he's saying it doesn't mean it's true. And as a black man, as a straight black man, and a black man with a wife, and 3 all 100% black children, Funky Dineva cannot relate to me at all. And he does not represent me. He doesn't represent Josh, who's in the comments on Instagram. He does not represent Ed, who is in the comments on Facebook. Absolutely not. And it is
very clear. You can't speak on who he can speak for. You don't know, you can speak on let's take out the messenger. Again, let's just say Dr. Lamont said this. Hill said this. Would you feel the same way if it was another straight black man that is married to a black woman with black kids saying
we answered this already? You said it.
That's what I'm saying.
Said it. I said no. I'm not going to agree with Mark about straight black men being the cancer of the black community. And I don't give a damn who it comes from. If it comes from Mark Lamont Hill or it comes from Donald Trump, same thing. If Trump say it and Mark Lamont and Funky Dineva all said, they all the same people to me.
Okay. Well,
black, the cancer, black, being straight.
Don't hold Funky Dineva to a different standard then. If everybody's the same.
Me being straight.
Right.
Shouldn't matter. Just like it don't matter if he's gay in the black community. It doesn't matter. Agreed. So once you put sex into it, now you're a part of the problem. If you're gonna say black men are the problem, fine. But you're not gonna tell me that Tyler Perry dressed up as Medea is helping the Black community.
Well, Tyler Perry Studios and her dressing up as Medea did help the Black community.
Funky Dineva dressed up as a woman and speaking bad about straight men is not helping the Black community.
Again, it has nothing to do with his sexuality. We do not know if Funky
It does. It does.
In his life that he supports. We don't know that.
Yeah, this is a quote. Don't you see it right here?
Yes,
Funky
I do see the quote. You are assuming just because he's a Black gay man that he does not have relationship with Black women. We can't say that. We don't know that. And it has nothing to do with marriage and kids, because the thing is, there is multiple Black men out here that is not married with kids. So don't put the standard on him that he has to be married with children in order to represent Black women. That's not true.
Funky Dineva is not straight.
I'm aware of this.
Okay, so I can put the sex qualifier on it because he is the one that said it, and he is not me.
And what I'm saying is, what I am personally saying is that we cannot categorize Funky Dineva as a Black man that does not help or do anything community-wise with the Black community just because he does not outwardly have a romantic relationship with a Black woman. What I'm personally saying is that he could have the same type of friendship, something like he could support a Black woman in other ways rather than being romantic with her. Straight Black men don't have the commodity just because they can marry you and impregnate you. That's all I'm saying.
Okay.
I
mean, this is getting worse and worse every week.
One day,
I don't understand.
I feel like y'all are going to show up to have a real conversation, and I'm so excited.
I don't understand. I don't, and I didn't think that you were going to take this stance here. I didn't think that.
This is the thing. I don't want to take it. Like I feel like I'm being forced to make rational comments because of the things that some of these Black men say. Like what Funky Dineva said is his opinion. I told you in the beginning, I don't agree with his opinion. But what I personally was having an issue with is you saying that Funky Dineva cannot make this statement because of who he is. I was personally saying that we can't say that about Funky Dineva if Black men literally set up in groups and talk about Black women. So if Funky Dineva can't make a comment on Black men because he's not a part of that community, then all I'm simply saying is that, okay, that's fine. I understand that. Black men, please take yourself out of the conversation when it comes to Black women. That's it.
Okay. Nia Long was at the Met Gala, and
it's amazing.
She made a statement that I completely agree with, because in this world, you gonna touch that phone, okay? You're gonna touch that phone multiple tens of times, okay? And if you choose not to respond to my text or my call, then you can take that phone and throw it into Lake Michigan, because there's zero reason for us to talk. And I can, especially if you in the dating world, that I could just, that would just blow, it would just take me through to another level, because communication is so easy these days.
Oh my God.
You know, so I am agreeing with this Black woman on this statement.
This is one story that we 100% agree on. I'm pretty sure all your male counterparts are like clapping for you and like hurraying for you that you don't have to argue with me on this point. Y'all won tonight. Yay. We're so excited for y'all. Go Stars. But yes, I totally agree with Nia Long, especially at this grown age. I think it is just asinine when you run into grown individuals that don't know how to communicate, right? So it is very simple for you not to ever exchange numbers with people. It is very simple for you to tell someone that you're no longer interested. It is very simple to tell people that your schedule is busy, it's changed, you're all of the above. But like you ghosting, because that's exactly what this is, then I 100% stand with Nia Long. Like, sir, don't ever text my phone again. Don't call me, don't anything. As a woman that dates and has been on the receiving end of this, I always when I don't respond or I do respond and say, yeah, you can lose my number. It's insane the response I will get. Like, man, what's the problem? Like, why are you acting like that? It's not that deep. Sir, I haven't heard from you in 48 hours. Go to hell. You know what I mean? So 100% agree with Nia Long. And I'm not even trying to be funny, but like, who in the hell would get Nia Long's number and leave her on red? It's Nia Long. Insane.
Well,
Insane.
well, I'm not even going. I'm not even going.
Oh no, you got some. Oh my God. Okay, let me see. So there's a problem with Nia Long too.
Even Beyonce got cheated on.
Oh, and this is exactly the problem. Y'all want to be babied so bad. Okay, Kim, stop. I can't. I don't have any alcohol tonight, and I can't do it. I can't. Nope. Mm-mm.
You know, there is this is a bad problem to have.
Mm-hmm.
This is a bad problem to have.
Mm-hmm.
And you know, when I was in Boston over the weekend, and I saw nothing but white people.
Where you were in Boston.
Nothing but white people. And then, some of, especially the younger black people were mixed. You could tell that they were black. They had, some white somewhere in there, right? A white mom. But this is why. And I'm not saying I'm right and you're wrong, and I'm not saying that you're right and I'm wrong.
Mm-hmm.
But this is why black people are on the brink of extinction, because of us being free, but not free, and turning us against each other. And it's working perfectly.
Nope.
It's working perfectly. And I don't know if there's hope. I'm going to try my best to keep hope alive, but I don't know if there's hope.
I do think there's hope, but I do want to make a point really quick. I mean, something to think about really quick. So the statistics say that over, I think last time I checked, it was between 42 and 47% of women, Black women at that, are deciding to be childless, right? That they have decided that like becoming a married single woman or a married single mother is just not something that they want to do, right? You hear this number and I think it's like, wow.
Being a what?
Being a married single mother. You've never heard that phrase?
No.
Oh my God. Y'all, okay. You know what? A conversation.
Oh, no. How can you be?
It's okay.
How can you be a married single mother?
Let me give you two quick examples. Married single mother. Husband goes to work. Wife goes to work. They split everything 50-50 in the household. Husband gets home. Husband goes to sleep, watches the game, plays the game. Wife comes home, she cooks, cleans, gets the kids together, does homework, puts them in bed, gets them up for school the next day. Multiple women have put out studies saying that they are tired of being married single mothers. And therefore, that is why this huge number of women have opted out of having children. I think it is time for a real conversation, because you said that we are basically against each other. We're not procreating. We're losing the break. There had to be a break somewhere. If married single mother is literally a phrase and there's a study being done on it, that means it clearly is happening somewhere. I'm very shocked that you've never heard of that before.
Kim.
Yes, Phil, when men don't help with the kids. Exactly. That's exactly what I guess I could have just been very I guess I should have just been very straightforward, especially when it comes to this
Kim.
type. Yes.
Kim.
Good one. Good
Okay,
one.
so I understood it.
Oh,
okay.
That's what
I just wanted you to do your thing.
Okay.
Ed Anderson said, "Hey, they should talk to my wife. They should talk to mine too." I just had a conversation with someone.
No. I think the thing we have to stop doing is thinking that we're talking directly to you, right? What about
why not?
Well, because what about your counterparts? That goes back to what we were saying about men not holding men accountable. Men are so worried about not being the statistic that they're not looking at the statistic.
Kim, let me tell you something. just because, we do a census every 10 years.
10 years.
Okay,
correct.
we do a census.
How
accurate do you think that census is?
Now in this society?
How accurate do you think it is?
I bet it's terrible.
Okay, so just because somebody want to throw out some statistics every now and then does not mean that is correct. Trump been saying that the war was going to last 2 weeks. He keeps saying it every 2 weeks.
Two different things.
I don't give a damn about your statistics.
I'm just saying too. Brittany said, ask a man to name his kids doctor and their teachers versus sports coaches asking man to name his children's medications or allergies and see if he needs to call or consult his wife first. What do you think about that?
Hey, it might be some men that are like that.
Okay.
Not a problem. But,
okay.
Because see, but I can't relate. I just had somebody just asked me today, did your mother put your father on child support? I said, excuse me? Did your mother put your father on child support? I said she couldn't because I live with my father. She couldn't do it. So just because somebody throw out some statistics does not mean that it's relevant or that it's true. And you're gonna pick, okay, I'm gonna believe CNN over Fox News. Ian Chappelle is gonna believe Fox News over CNN. So just because you all want to go and say, oh, okay, well, the statistics say, who gives a goddamn about the statistics?
But that's you're trying to base the world, but you're trying to base the world off your personal experience, and that's just not how it works.
No, I'm not basing
what most men do. No. Most men want to base it off their personal experience. You're a good father, you're a good husband, so everybody else is. That is not true. So
I'm not basing it off of. Yes. I'm not basing it off myself. I am telling you that those statistics are not always 100% accurate and true.
And what I'm telling you is that if you can open your hand and put you and your 2 best friends on it, and maybe 3 best friends, and all of y'all are doing the same thing, I can understand why these realistic things that are happening around y'all don't apply to you, right? I know plenty of men that are literally single dads, right? I know plenty of men that have co-parenting relationships that are superb. So of course, I could come on here and say, oh, like, well, I know this individual and he has his kids 6 days out of the week or whatever. I am giving you statistics of the world. So just because it doesn't hit you in your immediate doesn't mean that it's not happening.
I agree with that.
That's all.
I agree with that. Yeah. I'm a rational person. Yes. But all it takes is one word to throw it all off. And you usually put that word in there. Black men are the most involved fathers statistically amongst all racial groups. This is Josh
over the last 10 years. Finish the study. Over the last 10 years. That is
okay, Phil, okay, stop. Okay, listen.
That's a relevant fact. I'm saying that's
right. Hold on. He gave a statistic.
But didn't finish.
And what was the first thing you did?
Oh, I'm saying finish the statement. I am saying finish the statement. That's all. How's that wrong?
What is the first thing you did? You discredited him by saying, oh, it's only the last 10 years. I mean,
if I am going to bring a statistic if I am talking to someone and I'm giving them a statistic, I'm going to finish the statement. I am agreeing with this person that is a relevant fact. But
you didn't say that first. That's not what you said first.
I don't need to say it first. Finish the statement.
I'm reading off of our live Instagram.
And I'm telling him to
I did finish the statement.
Well, he forgot something. That's all.
Oh, wow. You know, if I didn't know some of y'all personally, you know, I would have a completely different attitude on this Unapologetic Podcast show. But it's
the reason that you can't is because you know me personally, so you know my background, so you know it's not for bullshit. I just want you. I need your community to show up when y'all really actually ready for the conversation. That's all.
And in order for that to happen,
yeah,
and in order for me to be in the room,
yes,
everybody, and I mean everybody, man, woman, and child, has to come in with the mindset that, first of all, nobody's perfect. I want somebody to go to YouTube. I want somebody to go to YouTube, put in J. Cole featuring Missy Elliott. Nobody's perfect. That's the first thing. The second thing is that when you talk to me, you must lead with accountability. I have fallen out with so many people in the past couple of years because they don't lead with accountability. And that is when we can have a conversation. I am not, go ahead, that's our cancer sister. I am not here for the men versus women, because I am not against women. I am not against Black women, especially. And I agree with a lot of things that happen to women, and it shouldn't, and that, you know, the protection is just not there for Black women. And I remind my wife and my daughters on a consistent basis of this and how to navigate through it. But I also let them know that if you put yourself in certain positions, some things you just can't, you know, some things it just happens, you know, it's just the way it is. But there are times where you can not put yourself in certain situations to prevent things from happening. And that is accountability.
Okay. I want to say that Malcolm X said that the most disrespected person is the Black woman. And I think that he said that in the early 60s. And I think in 2026 that not much has changed. Okay.
Josh, we've been ready, but women are not being honest with themselves. Y'all lie to yourselves and teach each other too much.
We don't.
Um, yeah, but this has been fun.
Yeah.
Follow Unapologetic on all social media and podcast platforms. Go listen, like, and share, and tell a friend.
Yeah.
Uh, and love on yourself and love on each other, and make it a great Mother's Day weekend down in Carbondale with
Yes.
your
Call
mother.
y'all mamas, please. It's insane when I be running into older Black women like, oh, my kids don't call me. I be like, what? I talk to my mama every day. Every day. Call your mama, okay? Please. If you can,
Yeah,
because I'm just saying, like, no shade or anything like that, like dead ass. Value your mother while she's here, because there will
yeah.
become a day that you will not have the opportunity to call her. So if you can celebrate, make sure you celebrate her this weekend.
Too much seriousness in the world that is making us too sensitive and desensitized about everything.
100.
Latrice Marie Reddick. Um, yeah, the world is sensitive. The world is sensitive,
Yeah.
and cancers are sensitive. I know I'm sensitive,
See, I
um,
will say I'm gonna be good. I'm gonna be good because
and
I know I'm
you
gonna
know,
get jumped. I know I'm gonna get jumped when I get off the live, so it's okay. I'm gonna be quiet.
no, because I'm at work, so I ain't gonna get jumped. I don't buy gifts too early just in case my parents piss me off.
No, parenting your parents is hard. That is, whew, Jesus, I love you, Tanya.
Yeah,
But yes, very much so.
Kim, safe travels back to the 618. Thank you all for joining us tonight. Unapologetic Podcast. We are out.
Good night.